Perfect.
Morning. UK theme parks, my name's Adam and today we are at Peppa Pig World in Paultons Park for the opening of the brand new area, which kind of joins to the old area, but we've got two brand new attractions and we are here for the press day and the VIP day to go and check them out before they open. I mean, first impressions of how bright and clean it is. It just looks so good. May look at this, may look at the design to be very, very similar to the one at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, but we're kind of expecting this to be a little bit more exciting than Dora the Explorer. So this is where we're heading now. We're going to go on the Sailing Club. See the monorail ride across the top there. We'll be heading on that shortly, just once we've done this. Now it's our time to get on. So we've made it now, we've made it on to Grandpa Rabbit's Sailing Club. So this is our first new attraction of the expansion of Peppa Pig World, the 2018 kind of new rides for Paultons Park. As you can see, if we look around now, have a quick pan around. It is really busy. There's a bit of a meet and greet going on. There's obviously some professional people here, far more professional than us. We'll wait until we're past them. We don't want to get in their video. Far more professional than us, doing obviously some work for Paultons Park. So it is the press day, and this is our first new Mac ride of the year. We thought it would be Icon, but we completely forgot these were made by Mac. So here we are, quality Mac ride, brand new 2018. Here we are. We've got some Peppa Pigs. We've got some theming around. It all seems to be kind of loosely themed around the castle area, which is the massive building behind us there. So we've got to go on the Queen's Flying Coach Club. That's our next ride after this one. And as you kind of come round, you move away from the sailing area, which we'll kind of go back to, and kind of head round to the castle area. So it's a bit of a interthing. We're going to go through the castle now. Let's have a look through the castle. So there's some stupidly infectious music. For those that have watched Peppa Pig in the past, my children used to watch it. They don't watch it now, they're a little bit older. And there is some stupidly infectious music, which is obviously present all around the attraction. You know, the level of detail, I mean, it's lovely. Obviously it's lovely in blue. It's brand new today. We got on the first thing we said was, it smells new. It's not got that new car smell. Loving it, absolutely loving it. And I'm sure I'll have that for a while. You know, they've gone with generically sort of AstroTurf fake grass around here, and you've got some lovely flower beds all the way around. As you come away from the castle now is when you go back to sort of the sailing club. So this is where you got Grandpa, that must be Grandpa Pig, this pig, and then you have the rest of kind of the kids crew just here as we pan back round now, dressed as pirates and kind of having their day out. We move back to the palm tree area, and you know, it's a lot more open than what the castle is, so it's lovely to see that, you know, that even though it's a new area as such, it's kind of going to be linked to the old one, but the rides kind of integrate really, really well with each other, and the themes mix really, really nicely, which is really good to see. We've kind of gone around the main park now. As you can see, the station is back behind us now. So none of the Peppa Pig rides have massive queues. I mean, they're not huge capacity. This actually should be all right. It's got quite a few boats on there going quite regularly, so this should be all right. And what they've done is we walked over the bridge here, and it acts as part of the queue inside. So you walk over the bridge to queue, which is great because it acts as a queue and it saves a bit of space, and then you walk straight back out on the other side, which we'll do shortly. But this is Grandpa Rabbit's Sailing Club. It's been really relaxing, to be honest. You know, we don't get to go on many of the really kids rides anymore, and it's nice to be invited like this. It's not too busy around here because it's press day. It's not open to the public until the 16th of May, but make sure you get down here for Paulton summer, because you know, summertime at Paultons is going to be really good, and this is really taking another step towards being possibly one of the best themed areas. But we need to have a look at the rest of it. We're going to go on the flying coach ride now, and we're going to check out the rest of this area. We'll make a decision at the end.
Gonna say hello? Oh no, not sure. Stand next to George. Can you look at Mummy there? This is really lovely.
So this is our second new ride of the day, and I'll tell you, there's a massive space here. I actually think the children are allowed to stand up against this. The really young ones are allowed to stand up against this. It does actually say you're not allowed to stand up, and we've seen lots of people do it.
Hello to
So,
you all. Hello, Mrs. Queen.
there's a little bit of dialogue on this, so we'll talk over the dialogue. As we come around the castle now, we're going to turn to the right, and you'll see the trains, or the cars.
Please, then off we go. Yippee! Ooh, we are very high up.
So they are stacked up. Effectively, what happens is you've actually got a separate exit and a separate entrance to the ride, which is great news, because when you talk about sort of throughputs, and these things aren't massive, you get them all off first, so you get a blank car to get on. We're going to quickly pan round now to the left, because Marvin Humes is on the car over there. Former member of JLS and currently the Vodafone Top 40 host, Marvin Humes. They went up the exit to get onto the ride, even though there was no queue, but yeah, really nice guy. We don't mind seeing these people at the park. So yes, as we said, you've got a separate entrance, which is great because it really does speed up the process, and the cars can stack around the side and you get straight on and off you go, so there's no messing around. As you heard, there's a little bit of dialogue going on, so it kind of gives you something to do as you go around, and you've got things to look at. As you can see over here now, this is the expansion side.
What do you know about buried treasure?
Well, I have been to Pirate Island, Your Majesty.
Right, so there you go, they're talking about Pirate Island. So when we said the areas intermix really nicely on the last ride, they are now talking about Pirate Island, which is just over there, which is the part of the actual sailing club.
Who else can you spot?
There's Grampy Rabbit.
And then they're talking about Grampy Rabbit Sailing Club, which is right underneath, and they're talking about the digger over there. So when your children are on here, it'll really give you something to look at, because you know they're talking about it and they're going to have to look around and try and find it. It kind of comes on when you're at the station. So if you look over there now, you can see the sailing club, you can see the treasure island, and you can see the construction area too. So that's a really, really nice touch as you go around, that the kids have got something to do. You know, there's plenty to look at, and as we said before, the detail down here, all this side, you've got the banquet down there as well. The detail is amazing, and it's up to the high standard that Peppa Pig World has set over the last few years. So, you know, You're not going to be disappointed. You're really not going to be disappointed when you get here. You kind of have a picnic area down here. So that we can see there are no additional food stalls or outlets in here. Obviously you've got the cafe, a little cafe over there with a play area. You've also got the restaurant just outside of Peppa Pig World, but you don't have anything else. There is a new toilet block in here. We think it's a new toilet block in here, so that's pretty good as well. So if you're in this area, you've got facilities, but a lovely picnic area. It's all undercover, so it'll be great for it'll be great for the winter time. Bearing in mind Peppa Pig World opens for the Christmas events too. So we're now heading back into the castle.
I do. Could we have a picnic with Gerald Giraffe?
Well, they're almost here now. What about a cup of tea and some cake
So
back at my castle instead?
That's talking about them coming back to the castle just as we arrive back, and there they are going up the stairs.
Well, thank you all for coming to see me. Cheerio!
Bye, Mrs. Queen.
Love it, absolutely love it. Let's get ourselves on. After saying there was no food outlets here, we completely forgot about the Queen's Kitchen in there, which sells cakes and snacks and bits as well. And this is a Pepsi park, so we can get Pepsi Max here, which is far better than Coke Zero. In time in the press area for the new Peppa Pig World expansion. Spoken to James, the operations director of the park, who said, you know, they've gone for these rides because they're different to what else they have in the park, and they are. They don't have a slow moving boat ride, and they don't have a monorail ride either. As he rightly pointed out, there is only one ride in Peppa Pig World with a height restriction, and that's George's Dinosaurs, which still remains popular to this day, and that's an 85 centimetre height restriction. All the rest don't have them. It's quite interesting that he turned around and said they never considered a roller coaster for here because it would have to have a height restriction. You know, we're now going to move on to the rest of the park. If you want to see any other footage, you want to see the rest of the Peppa Pig World, just literally head onto our channel, make sure you subscribe, ring the bell, and you'll see the rest of them as they go up. But from inside the new expansion,